Hey guys, and welcome to Happy Rider Reviews. In today's video, we are going to be doing a very thorough review of the Bose L1 Pro. Of course, we all know that there's 3 L1 Pro models. So the one we are looking specifically at today is the L1 Pro 8, which is this speaker right over here. If you've been following me, you know I own a whole bunch of other Bose speakers. Right in front of me, I have 5 Bose S1 Pro, and over there, I have the Bose L1 Compact and several other ones that I own is not in the picture right now, which is the F1 and the 812 and a whole bunch of other JBL speaker, including the Eon 1, Eon 1 Pro. But I'm going to go ahead and cut to the chase. Bose speaker is one of the best speaker that is on the market, and that is exactly why I decided to get this Bose L1 Pro right here as well. Now, I got mine off of Amazon because I got Amazon Prime, and it usually ships even faster than on the Bose website itself. So I will leave the link to this in the description box down below. It is the best price I find available if you are thinking on waiting for the price to drop. If you don't know Bose, they never ever drop their price until like after 10 years or so, because if you check the price of the L1 Compact, which has been out for literally over 10 years now, it is still kind of like the same price as over 10 years ago. It was $1,000. Now it's like $900. So if you're interested in getting this one right now, I suggest you go ahead and get it because there's no point in waiting, and it is a very, very good speaker. So link in the description, check it out guys. And now let's go ahead and dive right into the video. So everything came shipped and delivered to us inside of this L-shaped box, which kind of makes sense because inside of the box, the first thing we have is the extension column. We have the linear array. This is where all of your 8 2-inch driver is located. And right in the middle here, you have the Bose logo. Looks really nice. And the way the speaker inside, if you take a closer look, you can actually see them, all 8 of them. The way they are designed is very cool. It's in like a C shape. That way it spreads throughout the entire room, and it spreads across 180 degrees. That way everybody in front of the speaker will hear the exact same thing. So here's a quick look at the bottom. So very similar to the L1 Compact. And let me show you a quick look on the opposite end. This is the top port of the linear array where your speaker is. And inside the box, you also get this power cord along with a user manual and a carrying bag. This is to put these two, the column and the linear array, in here. And it is separated by a middle piece right here. That way the speaker and the column doesn't touch each other and doesn't scratch it. And lastly, of course, we have the main sub unit. Alrighty guys, so first things first, all of this together weighs about 40 pounds. And if you are going to be bringing this with you to parties or gigs, you will want to know how is it when it comes to carrying them along. Personally for me, I don't know how Bose does it, but they have designed this and brought it down to a science, guys. It is so easy to carry around. Much, much easier to carry around than the JBL Eon 1 or JBL Eon 1 Pro, guys. Because the way it is designed is not so wide, but at the same time, it's not too tall. It kind of like hug your body on the side perfectly, and it distribute the weight evenly. So let me go ahead and show you. So when I'm carrying this speaker right here, I don't have to curve my body on either side at all. I actually feel my body is still in the center of gravity. So it makes carrying this thing much, much easier. And personally for me, it don't even feel like it is 40 pounds. It's just crazy. I don't know how Bose did it, but it did something amazing. Now, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the base subunit itself. So dimension-wise, it is 22 inches from top to bottom, about 12 inches from left to right, and 17 inches from front to back. So this subwoofer unit right here is something that Bose designed totally from the ground up. So the sub behind here is no longer a circle. It is now kind of like an oval shape, in which Bose call it the racetrack subwoofer, which is pretty cool actually. So the dimension for the subwoofer behind there is 7 inches wide and 13 inches tall. And Bose say that it's equivalent to a 12-inch sub unit, which I absolutely do agree, because I feel like this one is kind of like a smaller version of the F1 unit from Bose, because it is actually pretty powerful and sounds pretty good as well. Now, if you take a closer look on top, this is where you insert the extension column or the linear array if you don't want to use the extension. Here's a handle for you to carry this around, and I noticed that this port is much bigger compared to the original L1 Compact. So you can actually put several phones right here, or even maybe a small tablet. So hold it right here, carry it up. And again, guys, I don't know how they do it, but the way it is designed, it kind of like hugs your body all the time. So on the back right here, you have multiple different channels. And right here, I feel Bose really did a good job. I feel like Bose took many ideas from other companies and everything that the consumer, us, wants, and kind of put it all in here. They noticed that a lot of people loved the way the Bose S1 Pro was designed. So they took everything from the Bose S1 Pro and put it into this new L1 Pro, along with all of the other features as well. Let me go ahead and take this plastic thing off. Forgot to take it off. There you go, guys. All right, so back here, let's go ahead and start at the bottom, guys. So you have the power input right there. Moving on up, you have the Bose logo right there. Right here, you have an XLR line out. You have a USB-C input right here. And you have this plug right here to attach your mixer, the T4S or the T8S. And I actually have the T4S, which makes this even a more perfect speaker for me. Over here is the power button. To turn it on, simply press it once. Turn it off, press it another time, just quick like that. You don't have to hold it down for a few seconds or anything like that. Now, moving on up, right over here, we have the system EQ. So this system EQ is to control everything. You can put the entire speaker on live, music, or speech. When you are listening to music, if you leave this on off, the bass will be a little bit less. Now, if you change it to music, the bass will be stronger, punchier, and you will notice a significant difference as well. Moving on up, we have a 1/4" input along with a 3.5mm auxiliary input. Lastly, we have a Bluetooth input as well. So to put this into Bluetooth, simply hold this button down for about 2 to 3 seconds, and then you can go to your phone, tablet, or computer and search for the L1 Pro. Moving on up, we have a quick mute button. So at any time you want to mute this channel, all of this over here, simply press this button and everything on this channel will be muted. And lastly, on top, we have the EQ control for all the channels right down here. Now, this works really cool. So let me go ahead and power on the speaker and show you what I'm talking about. So immediately when you turn the speaker on, all of the lights for all of the different channel and the EQs come back to the last setting that you have them on. So as you can see right here, currently my volume is on full. How do I know this is a volume control? If you look up here, the light for your volume is currently light up. Now, if you want to change it to treble or bass, simply press this button. It changes to treble, and press it once more. It changes to bass. So this is a knob. So when you go to bass, as you can see, this is the only light that's on right now. So bass is at the middle. So if you want to turn down the bass, you turn it over to the left. You want to increase the bass, you turn it over to the right side, which works really, really nice, guys. This really reminds me of the SRM Flex by Mackie, but Bose did it and make it even better, which is really, really nice. So press it once more to go back to volume, and then same, guys. Left to decrease, right to increase. Press it once more for treble control. Really, really good seamless control incorporated in here. So moving on over to this side, you have 2 additional channels over here. All have the same exact EQ control from volume, treble, bass to reverb. Now this 2 channel has reverb because down here you can actually attach microphone or other instruments into these 2 channels right here. So these 2 channels also have a quick mute button. Simply press them once to mute the channel. When the light is on, that means it is muted. So both have the tone match preset already built in as well. And you can simply press either of these buttons right here. Depending on which channel you want to adjust them, you can have it on off if you are listening to music, or you can change it to microphone if you are using microphone, or put it over to instrument if you have a piano or guitar attached to this channel right here or this channel right here. Down here, we have a combo 1/4" and XLR input with phantom power, which is really, really nice. Now, if you want to use either of these 2 channels right here for a microphone, then make sure you change it to microphone. That way you can actually control the reverb level, guys. So for me, every single time I'm singing karaoke, I want to turn my reverb up like to almost max. I like to leave at least at 75%. That way it makes me sound a lot better. So one last look at the EQ control. I really, 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 really like how they have designed this right here, guys. It is so easy to control, much better than all of the other speakers out there. Simply press it to change from whatever you want to control and simply twist like that. Really, really accurate. Now, let's imagine if we are going to carry this to a gig or a party, how long it will take us to set everything up. Under 1 minute, guys, we are ready to party. With everything assembled, it stands at 78 inches tall, and the carrying bag itself is about 35 inches long. All right, guys, so the first audio test we are going to be doing, I'm going to play the music and leave the volume at 25%. And then what I'm going to do is walk from the speaker to 30 foot away and then all around and back to in front of the speaker. And then I'm going to turn the volume up to 50% and then do the same thing and then to 75% and then to 100. So here goes, guys. All right, guys, I'm not sure if the microphone on my camera can catch the full clarity and the deep bass of the L1 Pro 8 or not, but I am kind of shaking right now and I feel a little buzzing as if I just exited the club or something, guys. So this speaker is so much louder than two Bose S1 or three Bose S1 combined. And the bass level for this, the low end, this speaker over here has no comparison, cannot be compared to the sub on this one right here. I felt like Bose kind of like combined the F1 sub and then their 812 module into this L1 Pro model right here, which is amazing, guys, because the previous compact do not have as much bass, does not have as much low end and as much punch as this L1 Pro 8 right here, guys. Overall, I'm very impressed of the low end on this model right here. Now, I noticed the sweet spot for this model right here, when the volume level is around 35% to 50%, that is when I believe it sounds best. That is when it has the best bass and the punch is best. So if you get it, give it a try, guys. I believe when volume is about 35 to 50%, that is when I believe you can get the best out of this speaker right here. Microphone and vocal tests.
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is a test. It sounds amazing. Crystal clear. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to turn on some music and I'm going to sing along to it. You were the shadow to my light. Did you feel us? Another storm, you fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight. Wanna see us alive. Where are you now? Was it all in my fantasy? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Were you only imaginary? Where are you now? Where are you now? Atlantis, under the sea, where are you now?
So overall, I'm absolutely in love with this Bose L1 Pro 8. Audio quality is amazing. The mid is awesome. More than enough highs for you whenever you need it. And one last thing I am extremely impressed with this is the bass, guys. Bose has finally give its consumer everything that we want. The bass on this speaker right here is powerful enough to throw down any house party and small to medium gigs. Again, I feel like Bose just kind of took the F1, combined it together with the 812 and the Bose S1 Pro all together to make this L1 Pro right here. I think it sounds even better than all 5 of my S1 combined, and definitely more bass than all 5 of the S1 combined. So I do highly recommend it. Once again, I will leave a link to where I got this speaker in the description box down below. It is the best deal I found available, so click it, check it out, guys, and get you one if you are interested. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.